Hey guys, Brock here, Brock Hard Cosplay. I got a question from a good buddy of mine I spent some time in the military with. He asks, I eat way above average serving size and I still can't gain weight. How am I supposed to get big? Alright, that's a really good question. I could probably go on and on about that topic for hours, but I'm going to try to keep this video short, so I'm going to limit it to 3 things, alright? I'm going to limit it to body types, suggested calorie intake, and suggested exercise routine. So starting off with body types, there's 3 main types. Okay. There's the ectomorph, who's the naturally skinnier person, and this can be guys or girls. It happens both ways. The mesomorph, who is the average of the two, and then the endomorph, who is naturally a little bit heavier set, right? So ectomorphs have the most difficult time putting on weight. And what causes this is there's something, I mean, you guys already know metabolism, but there's something in the body called homeostasis, which you can relate that to a thermostat in your house. Your thermostat, if you set it to 72, then it's going to try to keep your house to 72 degrees. It can go up to, maybe 74, 75 before the AC kicks on, and it can go down to, maybe 68, 69 degrees before the heat kicks on. But either way, your house is set to be at 72 degrees, and that's what homeostasis does for the body and everything. So calories included, and that's where metabolism comes from, is that function of homeostasis. All right. So that being said, that's one of the reasons that you can eat a ton of calories and still not gain any weight. You can have a huge pizza for lunch and still not gain any weight. Okay. And for endomorphs, it's pretty much the exact same thing. You can eat the tiniest amount of thing and you're still going to gain weight. It's a very difficult struggle for either body type. Okay. So calories. I've referenced it in a post before. There's a really good site to tell you how many calories you should eat, because I can almost guarantee you it's much more than 2,000. You might even be looking at 3,000 calories a day if you want to gain weight, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. Okay, so I'll try to put a link in the comments below to the video. It's called iifym.com, if it fits your macros. And on this site, you can put in your height, weight, age, gender, activity level, and what your goal is. And it's going to take all this information and it's going to give you a recommended amount of calories per day. And it's a great site. I've used it myself. I've used it for a lot of my clients, and it gives you a really good number. It's very, very accurate. So definitely go check that out. Figure out how many calories you need to be eating a day, because number one rule, if you eat more calories than you need, you gain weight. If you don't eat that many, you lose weight. Okay? And that site is going to account for all that for you. It's going to do all the math for you. So whatever number it says, that's how many calories you need to try and get in a day. And common misconception with a lot of thinner guys is, and I know this from personal experience, I used to eat, a whole Little Caesars pizza and then some breadsticks and then some sauce all in one meal. I was like, yeah, I can eat so much. But then the rest of the day, not really thinking about it, I didn't eat anything. Or if I did, it was Twizzlers, junk food, candy. Okay. And what happens with that is your body can only process so many calories at once. So you have to break it up throughout the day. Most people suggest eating 6 times a day, every 3 hours. 5 times a day is still really good. And it doesn't have to be a huge, huge meal all at once. You can break it up evenly: breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack, before bed. Just don't get too many carbs right before bed. You won't sleep that well. So spread your calories out and make sure when you're eating them, you're getting nutrient-dense foods, because I used to have a huge thing for candy. I still do, especially Twizzlers, right? I would eat a pack of Twizzlers, and that's like 1,000 calories. But I don't gain weight from that because it's not nutrient dense. Everything that I'm eating as far as Twizzlers and candy goes, depending on the candy, goes in one end and out the other. Just like that, I don't get any nutrient absorption. I don't get anything out of it. No weight, no muscle, minimal fat. Okay, so make sure you're picking nutrient dense foods. You want to be eating things that are primarily protein dense, so things like fish, poultry, a little bit of red meats, anything that is really high in protein, got a decent amount of carbs, and not too high in fat, because I'm sure you don't want that kind of weight. All right. So the last thing I had to talk about was suggested workout routine. So you want to periodize your workout to where you're going to the gym about 5 to 6 times a week, because what happens when you get sore from working out is you're creating all these little micro tears in your muscles, and then all this protein that I just told you need to be eating comes in and repairs all those little micro tears, and that is what adds size to you. That's how you get big, is you tear your muscles and then you repair them and they grow back bigger, stronger, and faster. Okay, so get your protein in, make those tears, working out 5 to 6 times a week. And when I say working out, 3 exercises per body part. So if you're going to do chest and arms, chest and triceps one day, let's say, you need to do an incline, a flat, and a decline bench. 3 different exercises. You're going to work your chest from 3 different angles, and you're going to do an overhead tricep extension. You're going to do a tricep press down, and then maybe a kickback of some sort. Okay, 3 different exercises for your triceps. And your rep range, you need to start with 9 to 12 reps. If you're not getting sore from 9 to 12 reps, but you seem to be getting a lot of strength out of it, then bump your reps up a couple each day that you go to the gym until you start getting that soreness. Don't jump all the way up to 20 reps or something crazy like that, because you need that low rep soreness in order to create the kind of tears that you want in your fibers to build that muscle up with all that protein. Okay, so IIFYM, if it fits your macros.com, check that out. Make sure that you are getting plenty of calories. It's much better to go over than under. Okay, and working out 5 to 6 times a week, about 2 muscle groups a day, 3 exercises per muscle group, 9 to 12 reps starting off. If you don't get sore from that, increase it a couple each time.